Witness reminders of the
Thank you.
Thank you, my lord.
Yeah.
Mr. Musia, you confirmed that during break we went through the pictures of your workbook. Working copy, sorry, my lord, working copy.
Yes, yes, I confirm.
And we confirmed the time when those two pictures were taken.
It is indeed so, yes.
And you confirm. And we confirmed the time that it was at 1 o'clock midnight when those two pictures were taken. It is so, yes. Thank you, Mr. No further questions.
Right. Set up. Mr. P, you want to add something?
Maybe perhaps two questions on procedure. On just procedure, two aspects only.
Let's see.
Now, Warrant Officer Musia, you testified that when you take pictures or photographs of a scene, you then select which photos are you going to make an album out of. Is that correct? It is indeed so. Now, what guides you as an LCRC field worker and photographers? Tell me if you know it. It's LCRC Policy 5 of 2003, correct? LCRC Policy 5, yeah, 2003, that is correct. Yeah, Policy 5 LCRC Policy 5. Now, I'm well aware of that policy because it says if you take photographs of a scene, the in focus, out focus, the black ones, you still include them in your photo album sequentially. You don't even select, chop and choose which photos you include in your photo album. What's your comment on that? Yeah, it's in the policy area. We are policy area. If I tell you, we come here for the weekend to look at it. How long it that way? Never. If I never how la sena opinion sena dollar. We may not be there. How it is never better than having.
Check you Milan say okay. He arrange photo album. Who are la camo na ki understand nga thing. Ito ko na we salusa.
No, I disagree with that. I actually arranged the photo album in a manner that will be understandable to me, so that I can then be able to simply follow it. What you can't do with that, offshore. Mina instead tombe, we are made the end to Sisama corner, Noguchi and your corner, we landed as a club.
And the Nepeta Salam, Hakisari including KPD. The Kenyan Rao photo album, can you explain from photos to show indicates the general conditions on the scene?
Now, such photographs that are not going to be including them in the album, I usually put them at the back of the album and then put a note there. Photo number so and so up to photo number so and so has to do with the general scene. Officer Missy, I'm thankful, but let me leave you with this anecdote. You invite my learned colleague, Mr. Mumal, to ask you for Policy 5, and I'm telling you it differs with what you say, but thank you. Policy 5. I mean, that's sorry, my lord.
Okay, fine. Mr. Baloi, in the re-exam?
As a quick please, my lord. Warrant Officer Musia, you were asked by counsel for accused number 5 as to why you excluded the 2 photos that Mr. Ramusipele has also just asked you about now. When arranging the photo album, in response to counsel for accused number 5, you said you sit down and rearrange photos according to your understanding of the scene. And that was also the effect of your answer when Mr. Ramusipele asked you the same question about policy 5 of LCRC. Now, what was your understanding of the scene?
Understanding how you are crime scene, crime scene management. My understanding with the crime scene, given the fact that I have already started with the crime scene, was for me to wait for the management so that we can assist each other going forward within the crime scene.
But insofar as the exclusion of the 2 photos from the working copy from the photo album, you mentioned that you prepare the photo album according to your understanding of the scene.
The working copy of photo album. But we're not focused on it. We are talking so
yes. Can you just maybe explain to the court what was your understanding that made you to exclude the 2 photos?
I do not have that understanding as to why did I actually exclude them. I no longer have that understanding.
Counsel for accused number 4 put it to you that the Samsung S4 cell phone that's depicted on one of the photos that has been left out. He said he was going to argue that the allegations in the indictment that Ms. Gladness Khumalo or Kelly Khumalo were robbed of the S4 cell phone is not correct.
mme e hlahella le pampiring ya qoso e leng document jwalo ka ha cellphone e leng hore ile ya nkuwa kapa ya tlatlatswa hona mane e nkuwa matsohong a Levinus Khumalo le kapa Kelly Khumalo mme a ba hlalosa hore tlatlapo e ne na le cellphone e ha se yona ya nnete.
In fact, he even went as far as to say that he viewed it and increased its size. Now, I just wish to draw your attention to what Mr. Dumelo Madala testified for your comment, if you have any. That was on the 7th of August 2023 at page 36 of the report.
In the 7th of August 2023, page 33.
Page 36.
Oh, page 36.
And it's from line 3 to line 12.
We are over line 12.
And the state asked him, now, did you have a cell phone on the day? And he responds, yes, it was a Samsung S3, most probably, but it's written S3, white in color, that I was in possession of. And we then further asked him what happened to the cell phone. He says, line 9 to 10, I was no longer in possession of the cell phone. They took it and they put it in some plastic bag that was sealed. Do you have any comment?
No, I do not have any comment.
The statement of Lieutenant Colonel Nietleng was handed up as exhibit O in brackets 4 in brackets D, and he lists the cell phones that he confiscated on the day. Amongst them, item 6, Samsung S3, and the owner is indicated as Dumelo.
Exhibit what exhibit was it again?
O in brackets 4 in brackets D.
O4D. The cell phone is we advocate. We can do Samsung S3. Yes, I understand that. Putting that to say something for Uti, my cell phone at Tattoo, Baba, who very like a cell phone Samsung S3, which is together.
So the statement of Lieutenant Colonel Nietleng is Exhibit O in brackets 4 in brackets G.
Usho kanjalo-ke leyo exhibit ithi i-statement sakhe i-exhibit O in bracket 4
in bracket G.
in bracket 4 in bracket G. Yes, I understand that.
And there was a request for the download of this phone as per exhibit O in brackets 4 in brackets D.
We have another info ya hore hoba na di download ho ya ka exhibit O 4D.
Do you have any comment?
Ebe ho na le comment ka tsangolo? No, I do not have any comment.
And finally, the statement of Mr. Mushwana, who also testified, was handed up as exhibit O in brackets 3. And he mentioned that he received one Samsung S3 in item 1 of his statement.
Le statement is a high Mushwana ka exhibit O3 o tla go rola fumana intro eno cell phone ya Samsung S3. I understand that. Singabuzwa lokho ke ukuthi umfana naye uyasho kule yangene ubufakazi i-O3 ukuthi wathola ke i-cellphone okuyiyona Samsung S3.
And just lastly, Colonel Stein testified on the 28th of July 2023, page 17 of the record, lines 17 to 19. That he said okay. Then again on 26 October at 21:52 minutes and 56 seconds, that cell phone, referring to the cell phone that was robbed, received an SMS while at the reception area of 3G Muleleki, W2SGS, and the phone stays in that vicinity until 21:53:44. Do you have any comment?
No, there isn't. I do not have any
Now, when you were taking photos as per Exhibit C, were the occupants of the house still there at the house?
How long the occupants were not inside of the house.
But were they still on the premises or had they already left?
They were still in the yard, in the premises.
And counsel for accused number 5 put you to that the entries in the vehicle register as per Exhibit C5 on the 27th of October 2014 indicate that at 7 o'clock you departed from home.
We have been October 2014. We were paying entry vehicle register.
And you answered that you were giving an estimate as you didn't have the your records at the time.
Isn't it so?
And you were then asked previously asked by counsel for accused number 4 as to what is the time that you arrived at the scene, and you said that when the crime scene management arrived there at 9:10, you were already on the scene. You confirm that?
crime scene management that is correct, yes. ukuthi uma kufika le crime scene management ngabona mina ngase sengikhona phela endaweni esigameko.
Thank you, Manager.
Yeah. Okay. This one thing, it just surprises me. I'm not impugning anything to you. When the investigating officer took all the cell phones of the people who were inside the house, because that was this evidence, or the evidence is an investigating officer took all the cell phones of all the persons who were inside, except apparently the cell phone which was allegedly robbed from Mrs. Gladys Khumalo. You were not at the crime scene, or you were not in the vicinity.
How no good in the cell phone thing, it's about the what's going to do one of the folk is see, in a little the phone, we're not on a I did not notice at the time that the investigating officer took the cell phones from them.
Okay, fine, thank you.
None from the bench.
I've got no question, brother.
Thank you, Manat. I have no further questions. Thank you.
Remember, you're going to argue.
Argue?
No questions.
No, I think I've received what I wanted.
Yeah?
I've got what I wanted this court to hear.
Thanks.
Yes, thank you.
No questions, my lord.
Okay, thanks, sir. What are you doing for your rehabilitation? You told me that you go for what? Physiotherapy and what else?
Physiotherapy and orthopedic.
To make you walk. And what?
And I've been to psychologists and psychiatric.
That's all.
I was helped by this chiropractor.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, we're fine. I'm asking because sometimes our people try our black magic medicine. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Right. Yes, ma'am, Mr. Baloyi.
As the court please, my lord, the state calls the next witness, Mr. Jack Buthelezi.
Jack Buthelezi.
Buthelezi.
Okay.
He doesn't appear to be on the list, my lord. His full name is Msizi Jack Buthelezi.
Yes, sir, the witness name?
Amaka Makelele. Msizi Jack Buthelezi is the next witness, my lord. Ngaba nginkinga your participants of the witness. Oneke? Your phone. There is no objection in taking a prescribed oath, my lord. Yafunga ukuthi ukufakaza uzokuthula manje la enkantolo yoba iqiniso lokho isophelele. Uma ngabe kunjalo ngaphakamisa-ke isandla sokudla uthi inkosi ngisize ngikhuluma iqiniso. All taken, my lord.
Mr. Buthelezi, do you know any of the accused before this court?
Baba Buthelezi, ngabe khona umaziyo kulaba mangalela abala enkantolo? Yes, there is.
Yeah, which one?
Omoployo. It is Bongani Ntanzi.
How do you know him?
I started seeing him in 2008.
Where?
Gopi. We were in a ceremony called ngomeni. Ngomeni we were in a ceremony, the Zulu ceremony called ngomeni.
Yes. And what happened after that?
Kwenzakalani emva kwalokho? We again met and we got used to one another.
Yes.
Was it? Now, eventually, he stopped working where he was working and he came to reside with me at my house.
And where was that?
That is in Rustenburg.
Yes. Was it a house or what was the position?
It was a shed. A hostel. Oh, sorry, my lord. Sorry, my lord. We were staying in a house, in a hostel.
Yes, we proceed. When did he start living with you at the hostel? When did he start to live with you at the hostel?
We started in 2019 to reside at the hostel.
Yes, we will proceed.
We stayed together with him there. We waited for him to find work until such time that he eventually got some work. Now, as he was working, it was as though that he was going to be. There was a time when it was as though that he was losing, or the job was ending. Then he decided to go to Impala in Kampala.
Okay.
Yeah, Impala. That is a mine. That's another mine.
Yes. Can you proceed?
When I came back from home after the lockdown, I then received a message or report that he was incarcerated or arrested.
Just a minute.
I think that.
Now, when you say he was staying with you, who else was staying with you at that time?
Mauti-ke ubehlala nawe. Ngubani omunye obehlala nawe ngaleso sikhathi? Bekuzondo. I was also staying together with Zondo and Mbili. It was a total of 4 of us that were residing together. Zondo and Mbili.
You mentioned that he lost a job and found another job. Did you play a role as far as that is concerned?
uthi walahlekelwa umsebenzi waphinde wathola omunye umsebenzi. Ngabe wena-ke khona iqhaza walibamba khona lapho ekuteni aphinde athola omunye umsebenzi?
Yebo, yimi ngisiza kakhulu.
Yes, I'm the one that was very instrumental in him finding another job that I was assisting him a lot.
How did you assist him?
Wamsiza kanjani?
Ngangimkhulumela nalaba abakwazi ukusiza umuntu emfaka emsebenzini.
I was representing him to those that were in the position he can, employ people.
Was he then employed as a result of those efforts that you made?
Wathi-ke esesebenza nangokuthi kube nothize okwenzayo ukuthi asebenze.
Yebo, injalo.
It is indeed so.
And was there any pastime that you indulged in while staying at the hostel?
Ngabe kukhona-ke isikhathi nje sokuthi mhlawumbe umuntu ngingathi ngisahlala khona laphana ehostel?
Yebo, sihlala sonke.
Nje isikhathi nje nginonke.
Sihlala nje sonke sinjalo.
We would spend time together in the same place.
Yes, but over the weekends, how did you pass time? Over the
Kusho ukuthi-ke ngama-weekend kanjalo benbanonke ngama-weekend.
Amanye ama-weekend bebehambe eGoli sihlala kokodwa.
Some of the weekends we would go to Joburg or Gauteng, and then myself over the weekend I will remain in the hostel.
Yes, to do what in Joburg?
Obezokwenzani la eGoli?
Ngizogida esipaneni sakhe.
Uyogida. Futhi ngigida-ke futhi esipaneni. Ogida kanjani? We would say that he would go and he would dance, he would traditionally dance at his place of work. Ogida at his place of work.
Yes, but when he went to Johannesburg, as you mentioned, what was he going to do there?
Uthi mageza ngapha eJoburg. Isizathu okuyisona sona sokumletha la eJoburg ukuwenzani? Because most of the times he would come to Joburg to come and dance, to traditionally dance.
Do you know where he danced traditionally?
Uyakwazi ukuthi ube gidela kuphi-ke indawo lapho begidela khona.
Futhi ingoma zibewa noma ukuthi begidela isipanisa sePost.
Foslo.
Isipanisa sePost.
Now the celebration of the song, of the dancing, would be done anywhere. However, he would go and do the traditional dancing for the Phosphorus team.
And where did the Phosphorus team dance?
Anywhere in the vicinity of Gauteng.
And you yourself were involved in any traditional dancing?
Yes, I was a prominent one in Rustenburg.
And what was your position regarding the traditional dancing?
Position?
Yes.
Wena-ke ukuba nekuchaza khona lapho kulowo mgidi wena I was their senior.
Sorry, what is cool? I understand you because my mother is Zulu. Usho ukuthi kade umphathi wabo.
Kade ngumphathi wabo.
Thank you mfowethu. Thank you.
Yes. Is it correctly interpreted to say
yes,
he was a senior man?
No, English doesn't capture it.
It doesn't.
It means he was the man in charge.
He was the man in charge.
That's it.
Indeed, my lord.
I'm not giving evidence, please. People must not accuse me of giving evidence. Just saying the interpretation is not apt.
When he went to work at Impala Mine, do you know where he was staying?
Number 8.
Yes, I know where he was staying at number 8.
Yes, number 8 what?
Number 8 will be the address of the
I will say number 8 is
I know that it is number 8 in that informal settlement or where the sheikhs are.
Yes, you may continue as to what happened during the lockdown.
Lockdown. Now, when I came back from home, I received a report that Ntanzi had phone called.
That's hearsay, my lord.
As a court, please, you received the report, and what did you do as a result of the report?
Now, that was confirmed indeed. And then in the morning, Ntanzi phone called and he said that he was going to appear in court. Ntanzi himself phone called and he said that he was going to appear in court.
Yes.
What you tell him the born at the court? I took care, I know he's coming because I'm not born.
He then said I should come and see him at court. I said, it's okay, my lad. I will come. I will come to the court and see you.
Did he say where he was appearing?
Washo ukuthi uzo evelela kwePinkadolo.
Yebo washo uzobhelela ecourt yaseHlabane engaphansi kwasePhukeni.
When?
Engaphansi kwasePhukeni eHlabane.
Okay. He then said that he was going to appear in the Tabani court in the region or in the district of Phukeni.
Yes.
I then proceeded to that place, and upon my arrival there, we didn't see each other.
Which place did you proceed to?
I went to Tabani, and then we missed each other. We just slightly missed each other.
Where in Tabani did you go to?
We slightly missed each other because we were to meet at that court in Shabane, which is in the district of the region of Phukeni. So we missed each other.
Yes.
After we had missed each other, I then told myself that I should go back. When I went back and I was there in the vicinity of Absa, inside of the town, that is the CBD of the town, he then phone called and he said that, wait right there.
So who called?
It was Ntanzi himself that phone called.
So he phoned and said what?
What I made up a dropping. So
Said that I should wait right there in town. We will meet in town.
So then which town are you referring to?
Rustenburg.
Yes.
we had to meet, myself and him, and I asked him where exactly was he. He said he is in the vicinity of Absa or nearby Absa, and then proceeded to that particular spot. And we met there.
Yes.
Today.
Simahlangana khona ngabuza ukuthi uhamba wathi hayi mboshiwe boshele
When we met, I asked him what is happening, and he says that I'm arrested. Further asked him for what.
All right. You may not disclose as to for what purpose he was arrested. Now, when you met him, what was the position? Was he working on foot, or where was he?
Isimo sakhe besinjalo ehamba ngeenyawo obekuphilisa mawumbona nami
mangimbona ngifice kule moto yamaphoyisa le evulwa so enamaphoyisa amabhaleti
le evulwa
levulwa
or when I met him, he was inside. He had embarked inside of the police vehicle that slides open on the sides, and these were the Beret police officers that he was in the company of.
Yes, we proceed.
I then greeted him and asked or inquired from him what is happening, and he said that he was arrested.
Just a minute. Now, when you were taken to him, where were you? Were you in the street, or what was the position?
Uma uyabuya ubukwena ubukona lapha emgaqweni noma kwabantu kwenzakalani awusinikeza nje isithombe esicamile buse emgaqweni noma ukuphi angisho usemotweni nasemotweni wena ukuphi nangu yena usemotweni
futhi iy'tulo zakhona zime kanje zibhekene amaphoyisa ahleli la athi ngena phakathi kuwo.
Now, how that vehicle is designed inside is that it's got some seats that are facing each other, and the police were also seated there in one of the, or in some of the seats inside of that vehicle, and the police then said that I should embark the vehicle, get into the vehicle.
Yes.
Futhi masengeneleke bese ngiyabuza ukuthi kwenze njani bese ngifika lapho uboshiwe.
After I'd gotten into the vehicle and inquired what happened, that is when he responded and said that he is arrested.
Now, who was in the vehicle at the stage when you were talking to him?
Ubani obengasemotweni ngenkathi ukhuluma naye ngaleso sikhathi ukhuluma naye-ke manje ekutshela ukuthi uboshiwe kwakhona ubani ngasemotweni
Efuze kwemoto.
ngaphakathi emotweni bekhona ubani bebekhona emotweni.
Bekuyimi umunye umfana waseSwazini.
It was myself, it was myself and one young man from Swaziland. Utika ngaleto bani? Was Swaziland. Surnamed Ndlela. Surnamed Ndlela. Bani. And it was also Mabena as well, who was just close to the vehicle, outside of the vehicle. No Bani. And other the Perez police officers.
Yes, but you mentioned that some of the police officers were seated in the vehicle. What happened to them?
They actually were outside, close to the door. As the witness is trying to demonstrate the result, they were just standing outside here. The proximity is from where he's standing and he's showing the border of the witness box. And when they say that I should get into the vehicle, they shifted a bit so that I can, giving me an access into the vehicle.
Yes. Yes, you may proceed. Ngathi wasethi uboshiwe ngathi uboshelwe ngathi uboshelwe icala lenhla.
He just said to me that he was arrested, and I inquired, you are arrested of what? And he said, a case that has been...
Yes, you may not put that on record. He told he was arrested, and then what happened further?
What ukuthi uboshiwe kwasekwenzakalani emva kwalokho. Emva esekhulumile-ke lokho kwasekwenzakalani. Angisho-ke ukutshelile konke atshele khona kwase-ke kwenzakalani emva kwalokho. Nanoma ungasho waphinde wakhuluma wathi qhubeka nje kwenzakalani.
Kwasekwenzakalani futhi aseyakhuluma uboshiwe asengiyama ngiyambuka wasevele ekhuluma yaqeda uboshelwe.
He did explain that he was arrested, and he proceeded to explain further as to why was he arrested.
Yes.
In the one
yes. Yes. What was it? Just tell us what happened. What was the discussion? What happened during the what was said? Yes.
He said that why was he arrested?
Yes.
Yes.
Except for the Rustenburg case. Any other discussion?
He just continued to explain without being interjected to or perhaps without stopping. He just continued, unfolded to explain to me.
Yes.
What do you mean?
Ngiboshelwe ukuthi ngicala lehlamvu aphinde ngaba lecala lasefoso leli likaMeyiwa sake maziMeyiwa sesephathini efoso.
He said to me that I had been arrested pertaining the matter of the possession of the ammunition, and further that I am accused or that I am arrested further of this Meyiwa case that we had inflicted injuries on him. That is the first of his case. What's it?
Yeah, just a minute.
Oh, and that they were at the. Then he said that they were at the party.
Yes.
And he said that he was in the company of his friends.
Yes.
He said it was Mapisa and them when he referred to his friends. He said Mapisa and them. So that it's fine, you are arrested already.
I think you 500 rand like in the package ngamnika wajika wakhala wabhekana asengihamba
I then took out 500 rands from my pocket and I gave it to him. He took the 500 rands and then turned away from me and he started crying. And that was the last that I saw of him. Wahamba. And then that's how we parted our ways.
And if you can perhaps just try to use the exact words that he used when he told you about his Meyiwa kids. What did he say?
when he started relating to me about that matter, he turned away from me and he started crying. And looked into that direction, or the opposite direction.
But what were his exact words? What did he say?
Wathini kahle kahle? Utheni nakakutshela? Ngikhethe kubikela wathi.
Wathi babesephathini.
He said they were at the party.
Behamba nabangani bakhe.
And that he was in the company of his friends.
Yes.
Abo Maphisa.
Maphisa and them.
Balimaza uMeyiwa, bulala uMeyiwa.
They inflicted injury on Meyiwa. They killed Meyiwa.
Yes. Is it over?
That's all he said.
And when he mentioned this, did he say that freely and voluntarily?
Uma ekhuluma le wakhuluma ngokukhuleka kwakhe ngokuyikhethela ngaphansi kwemfundiso ethize. Mungiqaphela ngenkathi etshela lo.
Wangitshela wakhala.
He just told me that and then he cried.
Yes, what happened thereafter?
When the hand
I took 500
I took out the 500 rands and I gave it to him and I walked away.
Yes.
That's how we parted our ways.
Did you see him thereafter?
I never saw him again.
And did you maintain any further contact with him?
We no longer have any contact.
Thank you, my Lord. That is all.
Thanks. Sorry, what's your time?
It's 3
p.m.
Should we commence for the cross-examination? Or
My Lord, let's start afresh tomorrow morning.
Mr. Valerie?
That's in order, my Lord.
And,
That is in order.
and the other councils, is it in order?
In order, my Lord.
There's a witness available tomorrow.
I'm going to work tomorrow. I've asked for permission, as an exception for today.
Valerie?
Yes, it is indeed so, my Lord. We would have preferred that we finalize with the witness today.
Now I can sit up to 8 o'clock at night. I don't have a problem.
Then we can proceed, my Lord.
Okay,
Then
fine.
we can proceed. Let's accommodate the four gentlemen.
All right. But then the gentlemen there, what time are they supposed to go to their
There's
custody?
another about 30 minutes.
Okay, 30 minutes, fine. Yes, Mr. Ramasepedi.
So, my Lord, I'm indebted to the court. Good afternoon, Mr. Mchelezi.
Yeah, I've been there.
Hello.
Reciprocated.
Now, you have testified about my Lord, there's a request that we take a 5-minute adjournment for consultation.
For
consultation with the accused persons.
So we must all vacate the court.
No. Should you also vacate? That's the request now.
Even Mr. Baloyi is there of court. Okay.
Can conduct it this way.
When you're ready. Any last time you're rising up to the morning.
Yes.
Thank you, my Lord. We are indebted indeed. Now, Mr. Mthelezi, I was just beginning my cross-examination of you, and where I want to start is your interaction with accused number 2, Mr. Ntanzi, at ABSA. You understand?
Your Lordship, if I may just interrupt there.
Yeah.
We have spoken to Mr. Jonas, if you can take over.
Oh, I see.
Please.
No problem.
God bless you.
Yeah, Mr. Jonas, just place the fact that you are now substituting Mr. Nje.
That is indeed so, my Lord. We have spoken to the gentleman.
Yes. Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Uthumeli ke baba uThelezi la azoqala khona ke ila owakhulumisana khona ke naye uMnumzana uNtanzi nikhuluma noma nihlangane eAbsa uthi la azoqala khona ukuze sezwana ushilo ukuthi nahlangane eAbsa ngithi so uthi uzoqala lapho ukubuza.
Now, your testimony is that you interact with him and he makes certain utterances regarding the Rustenburg case and this Phosphorus case, correct?
Uthi-ke uma senikhulumisana khona lapha eAbsa kukhona lokho akutshela khona wakutshela ngecala lase-Rustenburg wasekutshela nangecala lase-Phosphorus angithi yes.
And you further testified that you were in the company of one Mr. Ndera from Swaziland. Did he also get into the car when the police allowed you to get into the car?
Ushilo-ke ukuthi wena-ke ngalelo langa wawuhamba nalona-ke othi waseswazini uNdlela. Ingabe ngenkathi amaphoyisa ekuvumela ukuthi ungene emotweni noNdlela naye wangena emotweni?
Wangena.
Yes, he did. He entered the vehicle.
Wangena wathiwa waphuma ngalo ethi amaphoyisa wangena ngalo waseswazini.
Okay, he entered the vehicle. The police told him to get out on the other side. You get out because you are from Swaziland.
And the police officers that were there, you say you recognize or you know one of them as Mohani.
Mohani.
Did you say Mohani or Mabena?
Uthe elinye lalo maphoyisa ayelapho iphoyisa owawulazi uMohani noma uMabena iphoyisa kunephoyisa owawulazi lo maphoyisa ayelapho.
Ngangalazi ngibone kamuva selokhu lilandana endlini.
Okay, I didn't know the police.
Oh,
okay. I didn't know the police officer at the time, but I only got to know when the police officer came to fetch me at my house, introduced himself as Mabena.
Now talk to me about the TRT police officers, the ones that you refer as the beret police officers. How many of them were there, if you can recall?
Angithi ukhuluma ngamaphoyisa ke la uthi afaka amabharet ne. Uma kuthi sakhumbula aye mangaki lawo maphoyisa lawo ayegqoke amabharet. I didn't count them, but there were quite a few of them, between 4 and 5.
And then in the context of your conversation with accused number 2, what were the relative positions or the proximity of all the officers, that is Mabena, the TRT officers, the other officers that you don't know? What were their position relative to that car, close to that car? Were they in the car or outside the car at the time?
Amaphoyisa la ukhuluma ngawo la ayefaka amabharet oMabena amaphoyisa nje onke aye eseduze la nikhulumela khona aye phakathi emotweni noma aye eqhelile emotweni aye kuphi nendawo nkathi nikhuluma nina
uMabena wayebamba
okay lana aye bambela asiqala la uMabena sojaka uthi uMabena wayebambe kuphi uMabena was holding this door. Yeah, the witness referring to the witness door on the left. That is now referring to the side door. Yebo, omunye.
Amanye la.
The others were on the road.
And the relative distances on the road that you referred to, a meter, less than a meter, within what distance were they away from the car?
Ngasho ngebanga ke la laba othi babe semgwaqweni babe kude ngathi ibanga kwakuyimitha babe kangakanani kude nemoto.
Babe ngekho kude kakhulu imoto eyiseceleni ipakile la ngoba babe ngamlolayini omonda.
They were not very far. So I would say the witness referring to the right-hand side. The vehicle was parked on the right-hand side, and then they were on this line, which is now referring to the side, to the left side, the line on the left side.
It's about what, a meter? Half a meter, what's this? Half a meter.
Yes.
Okay.
And when you were talking to accused number 2, Mr. Ntanzi, were you whispering or were you talking in your normal voices, the way you usually talk to each other outside the confines of the police?
Nkathi nikhuluma ke noNtanzi ingaba kwakukhuluma ukuthi nje nikhulumela phansi ukuthi nizwane nina babe noma nikhuluma njengale ndlela okhuluma ngayo manje ngendlela ejwayelekile.
Wayekhuluma kodwa ekhulumela phansi kodwa ayikakhulu.
He was talking in a low voice, not that much, not that very low.
And the police officers that were there, let's talk about Mabena, the one that is holding the car by the side at the slide door. Was he within earshot of you and Tanzi talking to each other?
Asikhuluma ngoMabena lo uthi wayebambeke isivalo lesi. La ayemi khona ke uMabena bawukuthi njengoba wena noNtanzi nikhuluma nje uye uzwa lokho enikushoyo nikhulumayo wena noNtanzi uMabena wayeyizwa. You could hear.
And now let's come to the gist of why you are here. You say, and I want you to say it in your own words again, so that it's not lost in interpretation, it's not lost in translation. Exactly pertaining to the so-called killing, injuring of Senzo Meyiwa Mapisa, all that story. Repeat it for me, please.
Uthi ke ufuna ukushoke ngawapho ke amazwi ke lokhu okushilo mayelana nalokhu kokulinyazwa ukubulawa kwaMeyiwa nabo Mapisa konke lokho kade ukushilo ukuphinde ukuthi ucela ukuphinde futhi asenze kanje na ungakusho konke ngesikhathi esodwa isho nje ulayini wodwa ume ngikudlulise ungafuni ukusho konke seza uthi kusho-ke ngale ndlela okusho ngayo ukuthi ukulinyazwa kwaMeyiwa ukubulawa kwaMeyiwa aboMaphisa uthi ucela uphinde ukusho-ke lokhu kade kushilo yona le nto kade ushilo futhi. Where should I start?
The conversation, you greet him, then let's start in fact in its proper context. Inside the vehicle. Yes.
Masiqala sikhuluma ngaphakathi emotweni kuyangibikela uNtanzi ngilwa ukuthi nginecala ngiboshiwe.
Okay, when we started having a conversation inside the vehicle, Ntanzi reports to me that I have a case against me or a matter against me. I have been arrested. Yebo.
Ngiboshelwe ukuthi ngitholakale necala lenhlamba.
I have been arrested because I've been found in possession of ammunition. Yebo.
Wasithi-ke ophinde kwaba icala lami lokuthi sabulala uMeyiwa sisephathini eforce.
Again,
noMaphisa nabangani babo.
Again, that I've been arrested for a matter where we had killed Meyiwa in force law. We were at a party together with Mapisa and friends.
Now, when you first said it, and I'm not Zulu, you'll correct me if I'm wrong. You said, Ntanzi said, they said, I killed injured Senzo Meyiwa with my friends Mapisa. Is that how I understood it?
No, please. When you say they, it means he had it that way. He's not saying that. Please. You said he must do it in his own words. He says, look, when you translate, he says, inside the car, number 2 says, I have a case against me. I have been arrested because I have been found in possession of ammunition. I I. He doesn't say, they say, I have a case. They say, I have been arrested because I have been found in possession of ammunition. They uses the personal adjectival expression, I. That's how I understand the witness.
I'm going to drum it until I get it.
Okay.
Clarify it again once more, that point. Because it's critical to this case for the defense of accused number 2.
Ucicela iphindeke ngoba ke kusemqoka kakhulu ke yena ke umsolo wesibili. Cela uyiphindeke. What should I repeat?
The conversation, when you've greeted each other, now he's telling you about 2 cases. The Rustenburg case for possession of ammunition and...
Angithi utheni manje nivingelana? Ukutshela amacala amabili. Qale wakutshela ke lecala lase Rustenburg leyinhlamvu. Yes.
Okay. And then the second one, he tells you about this one pertaining to them being at a party, being with the so-called friends Mapisa, injuring and killing of the deceased Senzo Meyiwa.
Wase ekutshela naleli ke elesibili. Abomapisa, abangane, ukubulawa nokulinyazwa kukaMeyiwa.
Wangitshela kanjalo wakhuluma dibanisi akuboshe.
He included, as he spoke, he included that which he had been arrested for.
Let me put it to the personal level. Did he say to you, like the court correctly says, I was arrested for ammunition? Did he say that?
Angikubuze kanjena ingabe uma ekutshela wathi kuwena ke ngiboshelwe inhlamvu ekhuluma ngayo esho ngayo wathi ngiboshelwe inhlamvu yena usho yena. Yes, he was referring to himself. Ammunition, he was referring to himself.
And did he say now on this important aspect? And I wanted to give you the background. When he says they, according to my instructions, he says the police said I killed Senzo with my friends Mapisa and them. Not that Ntanzi.
No. Please, let's be fair to the witness. You are telling the witness about your instructions now.
Yes.
No. I thought you wanted to elicit from the witness the conversation which he had with, I don't know, accused number 2.
Let's rephrase. Now, when he states, the first one he says, the I, the personalized, me. On the second one, regarding the killing, the injury to the deceased, what did he say in that context? Did he say, I killed, or did they say, did he say to you?
I know, sorry. Please, just be fair to the witness. You never say they. Please, that's not how I heard you. You can play back the tape.
Clarify it for me one last time. The second part only, regarding the conversation with the injury and the killing of the deceased.
Okay, sidlulile ke manje kuwena inhlamvu khohlanga leyo manje. Uma esekutshela ngaleli lesibili ke icala ke, wathini uma ekutshela ngalo wathini?
Wakhuluma wadibanisa inkulumo akazange ekhuluma wazozo mekuthelile.
Okay. As he spoke, he never stopped. He spoke up. He spoke up until the end, and he included everything. Okay, he was informing me about the reason why he had been arrested, the reason why he was here.
Now, the Mabena is there. How did the police react when that report was made to you allegedly by accused number 2?
Ushilo ukuthi ngalesikhathi kwenzeka lokho uMabena ukhona ke uma sekwenzeka lokho ke manje ke uNtanzi ke esekutshela lokho enzani noma athina amaphoyisa uma ezwa lokho noma uNtanzi ekutshela lokho yini eyenziwa amaphoyisa noma eyashiwa amaphoyisa?
Amaphoyisa athi ulungile ngoba usimbonile umfana wakho.
The police then said, it is now okay because you have now seen your guy. So they then got into the vehicle, they left, I also left.
From you, your observation, no action was taken by the police pertaining these serious allegations that are made allegedly by accused number 2 to you, overhearing that conversation with you?
Ngokusho kwakho ke kulento esemqoka kangaka kule insolo eyingaka oyitshelwayo uyena uNtanzi, akukho okwenziwa amaphoyisa uma ezwa lokhu okushiwo uNtanzi, abazange benze lutho uma bezwa lokhu akushoyo. Ngizophindela ukungezwa, uyangizwa ngithini? Angithi uthi uNtanzi utshele lokhu akutshele kona. Sikhuluma ke manje ngeqala leli elaseForce, angithi uma amaphoyisa ezwa uNtanzi ethi lokhu akutshele kona ke mayelana noMeyiwa, ukulinyazwa kwaMeyiwa, ukubulawa kwaMeyiwa, abomaphisi, akenzanga lokho, akukho okwenziwa amaphoyisa.
Akukho okwenziwa amaphoyisa.
They didn't do anything.
Now, when you saw the accused person, accused number 2, inside that police vehicle, did you notice any injuries on his person?
Nkathi umbona ngaleliya langa phakathi kuleya moto yamaphoyisa, ingaba khona yini ukulimala wakubona kuyena uNtanzi?
uNtanzi angambonanga ngoba wayefasonile.
I didn't see him properly because he was chained. He was handcuffed and he was chained.
Around his wrist area?
La ezandleni kuyena? Yes, he was handcuffed.
Yes, did you notice any injuries on his
ubuza ukuthi wabona yini ukuthi wayelimele la ezandleni, la aboshe la intsimbi ingena khona la ezandleni, ngabe wabona yini ukuthi wayenokulimala wayenako khona lapho? I couldn't see. Okay, I couldn't see whether he was injured or not, and he was wearing because he was handcuffed and he was wearing something with long sleeves.
Now let me give you the version of accused number 2 regarding your interaction with him at that police car on that day, on the 13th of July 2020.
Angikutsheleke manje ukuthi uthini ke yena uNtanzi mayelana nalokho okwenzeka ngaleliya langa lange-13 zikaJuly 2020. Kulaleleke ukuthi uNtanzi uthini.
Indeed, he agrees with you that he informed you that he has been arrested and that he was appearing at the Tabane Magistrate Court.
Uyavuma ke ukuthi impela wakutshela ke noma washo kuwena ukuthi uboshiwe futhi ke uzovela enkantolo noma uvela enkantolo yaseThabane.
And indeed he informed you that he was arrested for possession, unlawful possession of ammunition.
Impela ke uyavuma nalapho ukuthi washo kuwena ukuthi ke uboshelwe ngokutholakala ngokungemthetho eneyinhlamvu kuyena.
And he instructs me that he asked you to come and visit him at court in Tabane.
Ngempela ke uyavuma ukuthi wacela ukuthi uzombona enkantolo yaseThabane.
And the reason for that is the following, that he was smelly because he hadn't bathed since his arrest on the 16th of June 2020 until the 13th of July 2020. So he wanted
uthi ke imbangela yalokho kuwukuthi kungoba ke wayenephunga ke ngoba wayengakaze ageze kusukela ngelanga awaboshwa ngalo nge-16 zikaJune 2020 kwaze kwayoshaya zona ke i-13 zikaJuly 2020.
He instructs me further that he was arrested on the 16th, assaulted by the police over a number of days, and they didn't take him to appear for the first time in court after 48 hours after the 16th of June 2020. Let me cut it short. He instructs me as follows. He was arrested on the 16th of June 2020.
Akushoyo kumina ke usho ummeli wakhe ke lokhulumayo ukuthi waboshwa zi-16 June 2020 uNtanzi loyo. Yebo.
And in terms of the law, he was not produced before a court of law within 48 hours because he was assaulted.
Ngokomthetho ke uma umuntu eboshiwe ke kufanele ukuthi ngamahora ke awu-48 emuva kokuthi eboshiwe ke ayovela ke enkantolo. Akwenzekanga ke lokho ngoba wayeshayiwe noma amaphoyisa amshaye.
And that the police kept on taking only the docket to court, informing the court that he was sick when he was left in the cells.
okwenzeka noma okwakwenzeka ngaleso sikhathi ukuthi amaphoyisa ayengamthathi-ke aye enkantolo ayovela ayethatha idokodo kuphela aye nalo enkantolo afika atshela inkantolo-ke ukuthi uyagula-ke kodwa babe bemshiye kuma-cells.
That therefore on this the 13th of July 2020, that was his first appearance since he was arrested on June 16, 2020.
Ngaleliya langa enanihlangana ngalo ninake nomabili ngeyi-13 July 2020 kwakuyilanga lokuqala ngqa eyovela enkantolo emuva kokuthi waboshwa ngeyi-16 June 2020. Yes. I understand.
Now it comes to you that he called you as a person that he was familiar with, known to come and assist him because he was smelly, he hadn't changed clothes since the 16th of June 2020.
Imbangela-ke yokuthi akuceleke noma kubize ngaleliya langa kungoba-ke kwakuwumuntu amjwayele umuntu owayengamsiza ngokuthi wayenephunga-ke ngoba wayengagezile kusukela ngeyi-16 June ilanga aboshwa ngalo kwaze kwashaya leliya langa ahlangana nawe ngalo uthi-ke yilesi isizathu sokuthi akubize ngaleliya langa.
And that therefore he requested you to buy toiletries for him. That's when indeed you did produce the 500 rand and gave it to him.
Uthi-ke wasecela-ke nako ukuthi umthengeleke into zogeza ila wena khona-ke usukhipha wona lowo 500 wamnikeza wona. Yes.
Now regarding the Rustenburg case, he then informed you that the police said they found ammunition at his place when he was not there, when they searched. That's why he was arrested on that possession of unlawful ammunition in the Rustenburg case.
He informed him or the police?
No, Ntanzi informed him that he was arrested on the Rustenburg case, the possession of unlawful ammunition, because the police had searched his place when he was not there, and they said they had found ammunition at his place.
Wasekutshela-ke ngaleliya langa ukuthi mayelana nesigameko lesi sase-Rustenburg seyinhlamvu wakutshela wena ukuthi-ke amaphoyisa ahamba aya la ahlala khona afika asesha khona-ke engekho yena Ntanzi asethola zona-ke iy'nhlamvu noma athi athola zona iy'nhlamvu lezo uthi yiloko akutshela bona ukuthi amaphoyisa asesha engekho athola iy'nhlamvu.
Akangijenanga yimobe etshela ukuthi ngiphume ejele namanje ngisengcono.
Sorry?
Yimobe etshela ukuthi ngisengcono ngiyengcono.
Engcono yini-ke?
Yimi angakhuluma nawo ntathi ngimtshela ngenye indaba yami nomekade
ngifuna ukwazi ingcono yini ingcono ngizokwazi uyidlulisa. I'm asking him. Okay. I was informing him. I'm the one who was telling him about my own matter that I had been incarcerated for. I was telling him that I was also in prison. The witness made use of the name Ngome.
Yes, but you've lost me because I was putting this version to you.
Maybe that's why the witness. If you can shorten what you're putting and not make it long.
Okay, I've tried. Then, with respect to this matter now, the phosphorus matter, where you says he said he was arrested for they were with friends at the party, they injured Senzo and he subsequently died. His instruction to me is the following.
Mala nalokho kwesibili okushilo othi yikona-ke akutshela bona ukulimala kaSenzo ukubulawa kaSenzo abangane uthi lalela-ke nako akushoyo uNtanzi ulalele.
That what he told you is that not that he as Ntanzi said I killed Senzo. He says the police say they arrested me because I was with Mapisa, we were at the party, we injured and killed Senzo.
Uthi akutshela kona angithi wena uthe uma utshela inkantolo uNtanzi wathi kuwena sibulele uSenzo silimaze uSenzo besisephathini uthi cha akazange akutshele kanjalo awakusho kuwena ukuthi amaphoyisa athi mina naboMaphisa nabangane sasisephathini saze sabulala uSenzo uthi wakutshela kanjalo hayi ukuthi wathi yena uyena oshoyo uthi wakutshela ukuthi amaphoyisa asho kanjalo. He didn't say it like that. Yeah.
What police?
He said the police said. Yes? What police? He said the police said. Yes. They killed Meyiwa.
Now, on that bombshell, let's proceed. You helped out accused number 2, according to your testimony, when he didn't have work, correct?
Uthike wena wamsiza nkathi wayengenawo umsebenzi angithi. Yes.
And you also participated in ingoma, dance and song, traditional Zulu, correct? And you were their umphathi wabo, their senior, correct?
Nokuthi ke wawuyingxenye ke yayo ingoma nokuthi wawumphathi wabo ke kuyona ingoma ndawonye nayo.
Now at Rustenburg,
responded. Uthini? Pendula, akwendele impendulo. Uthi na wawuyingxenye kanye naye kwingoma futhi wena umphathi wabo. That is indeed so.
Now characterize for me the nature of your relationship with Mr. Ntanzi from 2008 when you meet him. Did you then become acquaintances, best friends, close friends, or what? What was the nature of your relationship?
Ukusukela ngo-2008 uma senihlangana ke ingaba kwawukuthi nje emuva kwalokho uqhubeka ke uya phambili ke naba abantu nje abajwayelanayo naba abangani impela noma kwakukanjani ubudlelane phakathi kwakho naye nanijwayelene nje nani bangani bangempela noma kwakukanjani? He was my brother. I took him as my brother.
And I'm just finishing up on this point. So in 2014, when accused number 2 was still employed at Sibanye Gold in Carltonville, were you also in contact with him?
Ngo-2014 nkathi esebenza eSibanye eCarltonville nalapho wawusaxhumana naye. Ngo-2014 nkathi esebenza eCarltonville eSibanye wawusenanisana kwakusekhona ukuxhumana phakathi kwenu nobabili.
Ngo-2014
there was not the contact was not. Although I can't take much note of it, but I think there was not that good of communication or contact between the two of us.
And lastly, now I understand that you say you haven't been in contact with accused number 2, but speaking here in court today, you and accused number 2 do not have any axe to grind, correct?
Ehlezi laphaya akukho ongathi akukho kuzwana phakathi kwenu ngithi
uyajabula ngolongona.
He's very much happy to see me.
Right, yes. Yes, Mr. Nisi?
No question,
no questions, Mr. Ngumalo? No questions, Miss?
Thank you, my lord. Just few. Mr. Mr. Teles, I just need clarification on the conversation you had with accused number 2 inside the car. You understand?
Ufuna nje ukuthi ngichazele kahle ngizokuzwisise kahle mayelana nenkulumo owawunayo naye uNtanzi phakathi emotweni.
Did accused number 2 say he is arrested because he killed Senzo, or he said the police he is arrested because the police say he killed Senzo?
Ulalele kahle. Ingabe uNtanzi wathi kwena ngiboshiwe ngoba ngibulele uSenzo noma ngiboshiwe ngoba amaphoyisa athi ngibulele uSenzo? Ikuphi kulelo?
Uthi ngiboshiwe ngoba kuthiwa
he said, I'm arrested because it is alleged that, or it is being said, or it is being alleged that I killed Senzo.
Okay, thank you. And on that day, did you make any statement regarding that?
Ngalelo langa lelo ke inanikhuluma ngalo ingabe wasenza khona lokubhalwa phansi amaphoyisa abathi mabikisi bathi statement. Sikhona statement wasenza okwabhalwa phansi mayelana nalokho akutshela kona ngalelo langa lelo nani.
Okay, did you at any stage make the statement regarding your meeting with accused number 2?
Ingabe likhona ke noma ungasenzanga ngalelo langa likhona yini ilanga noma kamuva ola owenza khona ke istatement mayelana nokuhlangana kwakho noNtanzi nikhulumele emotweni sikhona istatement wasenza emaphoyiseni. They came to fetch me at my house.
Yes, and then?
Kwasekhini
babuza ukuthi nakhuluma nathini noNtanzi emotweni.
They then asked me, what is it that you were talking about with Ntanzi in the vehicle?
Okay. Yes, continue and then you make the statement.
They wrote down.
Okay. At the time when you make the statement, did you make the statement freely and voluntarily?
Nkathi ukwenza lokho noma nkathi ke leso statement usenza ukhuluma okuphuma kuwena ukhululekile kwakuyinto iphumelayo nje kuwena.
Ukuthi ngangimangala nami ukuthi kwenze njani ngiqhama sengibotshwe ngoba ngangizwe ngibabona umfoyi.
Okay. I was caught by surprise. But how is it now that I'm being arrested? Because I had just been called to come and see my brother.
Okay. Were you threatened to make the statement?
Ingabe wasatshiswa yini noma bakusabisa yini ukuthi wenze statement?
Uthuthuka bangenza statement ngamangazwa into esengehlela nami ukwenzakala
okay. What led to me making the statement is now because I was now caught by surprise as to what was happening now, that now they were coming to fetch me.
Okay, but was there any force put to you in order to make the statement?
Yayikhona yini ingcindezi eyabekwa noma eyayikuwena eyakuphoqa ukuthi wenze statement noma kwakhona ukuphoqeka ukuthi wenze leso statement leso?
Ushuthi singabantu sisesayo ukuthi ukukhuluma nephoyisa uye lapha ekhiyana ngakho.
As people, you get scared when you speak to a police officer. You then follow the direction that you are being led to by the police officer.
Thank you, my lord. I've got no further questions.
Thank you. Any re-exam? Oh, sorry, not re-exam. Yeah, re-exam.
Yes. You mentioned that you in cross-examination by accused number 1 and 2 counsel, it was put to you that the 500 rand was for toiletries. Can you just clarify what was the money for?
Kunabamela ababili abafuzile ubaba loseceleni nomama losekliniki. Uma ubuzwa ubaba lo lana ekliniki uthe kuwena ke uma ukhipha u500 kwakuwukuthi ukhiphela ukuthi umnikezeke athenge into zogeza. Awuchaze wena ke awusho wena ke kathi umnika u500 awumnikelana. I was giving him the 500 to buy toiletries.
And if you can maybe just clarify this aspect. In cross-examination, you mentioned that accused numbers 2 said there in the police vehicle that the police say that he killed Senzo. And in your evidence in chief, you mentioned that he said they killed Meyiwa, and he started crying. Can you just clarify? What did he say exactly?
Cela ke uchaze la uzokhumbula eqala umqala ngana ke ukhuluma uthe wathi kuwena babulele uMeyiwa wasekhala. Uma usubuzwa ke manje imibuzo ummeli wakhe ke wathi wathi kuwena amaphoyisa athi babulala noma wabulala uMeyiwa, awuchazeke lapho nje. Eqala ngizokhumbula umuntu oqala ukuzana ukuze uyena baba ngokumile manje. Uthe umuchaza ke wathi wathi umechazela untanzi wathi sibulele uMeyiwa wasejika ekhaya. Uyakhumbula ukusho lokho? Uma usubuzwa ke ubaba manje kuhlezi phansi ke wathi uthe kuwena untanzi amaphoyisa athi manje sishintshile ngoyibishilo ngaphambi ukuthi uthi kusho amaphoyisa manje. So ubaba uyacela uthi awuchazeke ukuthi yikuphi ngoba yini lokhu kuhlukile. Yes.
Hayi ukwathi athi amaphoyisa ngoba ngoshiwe nje athi amaphoyisa ngibona ukuthiwa sibulele uMeyiwa.
He said, as I'm being arrested now, the police said, or the police allege that myself and my friends killed Meyiwa.
And you mentioned that he started crying.
Yes, he cried.
Was there a reason why he started crying?
I don't know as to why he was crying.
Thank you, Mother. That is all.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, excuse.
As the court please, may we then adjourn until tomorrow?
Yeah, okay, we adjourn until tomorrow.